mean, look, no one else is going to do it. If you're eating, fast food or something, just hold on to it. You know how many times I've had to call people to task when I see them throwing something outside of their car window? I'll pull up right beside them.
I can't stand that.
Yeah.
And I live in the woods, and when I see people throw a cigarette out, it's like, you do understand that these are trees and there hasn't been any rain. You do.
And it is important. So what are we here? We're speaking of wellness, right?
That's right.
And when you speak of health and wellness, it's such a huge umbrella.
Yeah.
It's about how you exercise. Mm-hmm. It's about what you put into your body. Obviously, when you look at the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation and their metrics, a lot has to do with healthcare and the healthcare institutions where you live and how they address certain communities. But it's also, your surroundings. It's a state of mind. It's just psychology. It's about how you feel living where you live. Mm-hmm. And what better way to turn that around to have a sense of ownership. Mm-hmm. And what better way to have that sense of ownership than to go out there and firsthand clean up a park or take care of your surroundings.
It's very true.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of what we put into our body, let's talk about what's being put into the body, which is being offered in the colleges. Mm-hmm. Because I'm a college professor in the City University of New York system. Mm-hmm. I teach at City College. Mm-hmm. And they have a nice cafeteria and a great salad bar. Mm-hmm. It's great. But I had to take a meeting at Hostos, a lunch meeting, which is in the Bronx. And I was flabbergasted at the choices. No salad bar. And I thought, oh my goodness. I was very clear as to why the children are the size that, let's just call it what they are, they're fat. Mm-hmm. And I was like, is this what they have to eat at the college campus? I said, somebody needs to come in here and give them a lesson on what to serve best to help their minds.
Not only the college system, and by the way, shout out to CUNY. I'm a CUNY twofer, LaGuardia Community College and Lehman College.
Yes.
And of course, we love our CUNY system, Hostos, Bronx Community College, and Lehman College in the Bronx. I'm going to have to speak to President Gomez about seeing if we can get some salad there at Hostos. But we've been doing that at the public school level.
Okay.
We use our capital funding to be able to get salad bars. But we also need to have a serious conversation with the Department of Education.
Yeah, no doubt.
And make sure that we have healthier food options for our kids. Teach about what we are eating, and also, when you look at corporate America, all the foods that we eat, there's so much processed.
They are. So
many preservatives. Even milk, which when we've been programmed to think that milk is the healthiest thing for you.
We have been.
And
I haven't even touched milk here.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, it's like.
So these are all the things that we have to educate ourselves, and bread is not good for you.
Yeah, depending on what that, especially the white stuff that's spongy.
So it starts at home, but like for instance, there's another organization that we support in the Bronx is the Green Bronx Machine. Okay. Are you familiar with Steve Ritz? Person who for many years has been teaching our kids how to create indoor vertical farms.
Nice.
But now, thanks to my buddy from Watson Avenue, Louis Torres, PS 55. You got to write this down.
Okay.
You got to highlight Louis Torres. He and I grew up when the Bronx was tough over there on Watson Avenue.
Okay.
He became a principal. I'm the borough president.
Okay.
So I want to be like him when I grow up.
All right.
But what he's done, he worked with Steve Ritz, and in the schools, we've got it all wrong, Doctor. We always thought that we had to educate the adults.
Nope. Better educate the children.
The kids are the ones.
They will shame those parents.
Oh man, it's incredible how the kids are like. He's incorporated, Steve Ritz, they've incorporated math and science into growing fruits and vegetables and spices.
Wow.
And we've converted, I've allocated Reso A money, we've converted 2 rooms in the school. And so now they have, through hydroponics, they grow these.
Oh, nice.
They grow this. The kids are now well versed on the different vegetables. A lot of kids didn't even know a name of a vegetable when you just showed them the picture. True. So now they're excited about it. They're growing it. They're preparing it. Once upon a time when I was in school, there was something called like the Geo store. I don't know if you remember that. You kind of bought like pretzels and lollipops and things at the Geo store. There was like a store where you buy.
Like the corner store.
Yeah, but it was inside the school.
Oh.
So now what they've done that they've turned that concept, and if you behave well, You know, you get these little coupons in the school, and then their Geo store, you go and you buy smoothies.
Oh yeah.
But what's cool about that is you don't get just any ordinary smoothie. You're getting smoothies with fruits and vegetables that are grown at PS 55.
Oh, that is fantastic.
By the students. But get a load of this: the smoothies are mixed in blenders that are connected to a stationary bike. So there are kids in the school who are doing physical education, who are doing physical education, and then so you go there, you say, I want, you know, a smoothie with mango or whatever it is, and apples and peaches and strawberries and blueberries, yada yada yada, and then now the kids throw it all in there, and then the kids who have to commit a certain amount of time to phys ed, they're there pedaling their bikes.
Oh my
And they're, yes. And then a lot of the kids now, we hear from the parents when they go to the supermarkets, they see an eggplant. Mom, why we are not buying eggplant? They're helping their parents, or they're bringing the eggplants home that they grew at the school. And Steve Ritz and Louis Torres and the educators there, they're teaching them how to prepare salads and so on and so forth. So the kids are going home and taking that knowledge. And they're the ones now encouraging the parents, and they're the ones teaching the parents.
They're the ones.
So yeah, we're starting at an early age, and we're hoping that becomes contagious. The point is, whether it's the public school system or CUNY, we need to start making sure that that's all part of the curriculum citywide.
Very much so.